Some of you may be asking the question, how do we figure out the difference between when to use present perfect tense or the simple past tense? To answer this question, we need to consider 4 different questions. The first question is, has the time period finished? We use the present perfect tense when the time period has not finished. An example is, I have seen 3 movies this week. We use the simple past tense when the time period has finished. An example, I saw 3 movies last week. The second question is it new information or old? We use the present perfect tense when giving new information. An example of a sentence that uses the present perfect tense is, Martin has crushed his car again. We use the simple past tense when giving older information. An example sentence is, Martin crashed his car last year. The third question we should ask is it a specific time? We use the present perfect tense when time is not specific. An example sentence is, I have seen that movie already. We use the simple past tense when time is clear. For example, I saw that movie on Thursday. The fourth question we should ask is, has the action finished? We use the present perfect tense when actions have not finished yet. An example sentence is, I have lived in Victoria for 5 years. We use the simple past tense when actions have already finished. An example with the sentence using the simple past tense is, I lived in Victoria for 5 years. So, in order to figure out the difference between when to use the present perfect tense and when to use the simple past tense, we need to answer these 4 questions. 1, has the time period finished? 2, is it new information or old? 3, is it a specific time? And 4, has the action finished? So can someone tell me what tense you use when the time period has finished? Right. When the time period has finished, we use the simple past tense. Okay, what tense do we use when we are giving new information? The present perfect tense. Can someone give me an example of that? The example that I gave earlier was, Martin has crashed his car again. So in this situation, we're informing of something new that's happened and that someone doesn't know about. I finished my novel. Perfect. Okay, what about when we're giving old information? It would be simple past, right? Can someone give me an example of this tense in a sentence? I read that novel last week. Something that's already happened, right? Okay, what about when time is not specific in the sentence? Here, let me give you an example sentence. I ate mint chocolate chip ice cream. Is time specific in the sentence? No, right? So that would be present perfect. If I had said I ate mint chocolate chip ice cream last night, that would be simple past tense. Now, what if when we're talking about action, when we say, for instance, I have been to France 5 times. That would be an example of present perfect tense. If we were to say, I visited Moscow. Since every year since my birthday. That would be an example of simple past tense, right?